do the stand on it. Yeah, but you gotta hold it up.
Good morning, folks. Thanks for joining us quickly this morning. We're here at the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex this morning, and the police are gearing up and they're deploying men this morning. So let's show you quickly right here where they are. As you can see, right here at the 540 junction at the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex, we're looking at a bunch of police officers this morning who are gearing up and deploying this morning for the plain stand protest. Let's come right here in the middle of the road and show you what it looks like this morning here. As you can see, we have several of them here right here in this vehicle. A huge number of LNP officers from the emergency response unit, all geared up with their tactical gears. As you can see, they have their tear gas launchers with them in the cars. We have up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 officers in just this one vehicle, and there are 2 at the front, so we're talking 10. And then there's another vehicle that's ahead of us that has similar number of officers in it. There's also another one right ahead of you, right behind us here. So we're going to follow them this morning. And so we're going, let's go. So this morning we're heading to the STAN headquarters. STAN that's holding the protest this morning, and as you can see, the police officers are in a long convoy headed towards the headquarters of STAN, as they are expected to hold a protest this morning. Now it appears obviously the LNP will guide the process today. They will make sure they protect protesters. At least that's what is expected, to protect the protesters and make sure this is a peaceful encounter. I imagine the previous protest that was held by STAN just the other day, a few months back, headed by its chairman or head, Moba Molu. This will mark his second major protest against what they describe as hardship. In fact, this one they are naming it lead or leave. So I mean, we just want to follow through, follow their protest activities, see how it goes today. Usually when people hold protests in Liberia, it's expected they will make their way to the capital, you know, and so let's just go head towards the STAN headquarters and show you what it's going to look like this morning. But the police are deploying there, and just going to make sure they can guide the process and protect the protesters. Normally when protests of this nature are being planned, the planners will have to reach out to authorities, reach out to the government, especially the national police to provide security for, you know, the protesters. And knowing this is yes, thank you very much. So we're already here at the STAN headquarters. We're here in Concon Town. Just the other day there was a fire incident at this headquarters, and the founder of STAN, you know, Moba Molu, I was throwing accusation as government for being responsible for the fire incident that occurred at his headquarters, you know, and others had their own view about the fire incident. There were folks who were saying he was using the incident to buy sympathy and all of that. But I mean, this is just another protest day. So we're here. This is the STAN headquarters, as you can see. This is the STAN headquarters. But again, the police are deploying at major junctions across the city. We were just at the 540 junction, as you all know, the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex, and they deployed some men there, some police officers there at the 540 junction, and then they headed at the Boulevard Junction currently. Well, that's where they headed, at the Boulevard Junction, and that's where they also expected to deploy some men at the Boulevard Junction, and then also at the EWA Junction, major junctions, across the city. Because come to think of it, the way protesters gather, you all know they will gather at major junctions. They will be coming from their various locations, meet, and then use these major junctions. These junctions are their meeting points. So we head for the Boulevard Junction currently, where they will be deploying some men this morning. The previous junction at the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex, they deployed some officers there. And yes, so we'll follow them throughout the city and follow the protest activities today. We're all hoping that it turns out peaceful, but basically it all just started this morning. We are not seeing any protesters so far in the streets. So yes, we can call this a build-up to the planned protest, but we're already here at the Boulevard Junction. So let's see what transpires next. But there are no protesters so far in the streets, I say, at this morning, so far as this morning is concerned. We're at the 540 junction where the police deployed officers there, wearing any sign of protesters at that junction. But let's come to Boulevard Junction and see if we will see some of the protesters there gearing up this morning. And then eventually at EWA Junction also. So we're driving along with the convoy. We have up to 5, 6, 7 vehicles from the LNP, a lot of them from the emergency response unit, the ERU. So we're here at Boulevard Junction. Speaking about Boulevard Junction and speaking about protests against government, we're here at the Boulevard Junction where massive construction work is taking place, as you can see, for the overpass bridge. Engineers doing their work. They're digging, for the construction of the overpass bridge. And as you can see right here, also along the side of the road, they're digging. So we might want to get down and see probably. So let's see if we can just show you the convoy. This is one of the police vehicles. There's another one right here ahead of us with a huge number of officers in this one. A huge number of officers with their tactical gears. As you can see, a huge number of them right here ahead of us. And these officers are holding their tear gas launchers in their hands. They are all well geared up. There are additional 2 of them here in the front of the vehicle, and then there's another police vehicle here right ahead of us also. This marks the 3rd one in the convoy. Police officers, and then there's another Land Cruiser vehicle here again right ahead of us. Convoy passing quickly. We're going to go back to our vehicle. We're going to run back to our vehicle quickly. So quickly we're heading now to the EWA Junction. They have deployed some officers here at Boulevard already. So let's now head to EWA Junction where they will also deploy some police officers. So for those of you watching, you can leave your comments in the comment section. According to Stan, this is you might want to call it an anti-government protest, whichever way you want to brand it or call it. But yes, the protest is stacked, lead or leave, according to the head of Stan. So I don't know what. Sure, definitely. So the previous protest that was held had other opposition political establishments joining the process, pledging their support to stand, and so we're not seeing anything of that nature. We've not seen any major endorsement of this particular lead or leave protest. We've not noticed anything of that nature. It's basically just stand alone from what it looks like. But until we can start seeing the protesters out, we might be seeing some banners that will be probably showing support for. We'll be seeing some. We might be seeing some supporters of the protest. So let's now head towards the Boulevard Junction end. The ERWA Junction, we've just left Boulevard Junction already. So we're now heading to ERWA Junction where the police will also deploy. So also here, there is also some construction work ongoing. As you can see, the machines are here at this junction. There's serious construction work ongoing. But let's head to the ERWA junction and see what the action looks like there at that junction. Let's make our way there quickly. We just left Boulevard Junction, folks. So we're already here at ERWA Junction. You're looking at activities ongoing. Folks are grabbing taxis to go to town or go to work and all of that. So there is nothing like obstruction of activities. We're not seeing protesters in the street obstructing activities or the movement of people. There is free movement of people. Vehicles are making their way to town. But let's go to the front. Let's go a little further and show you. So there are officers now. We're going to go down quickly and see what is going on there at the ERWA Junction. Now, as you can see, the officers now are leaving their vehicles. There is one of them already. He's already down. Has his raffle. There's another one leaving the vehicle with his raffle also. This other officer leaving the vehicle with his raffle. Now several of them now have already left their vehicles. In fact, they're asking that all of them should step out of their vehicles. You are seeing the sign from this officer, step out of their vehicle. So they're all getting down. He has what looks like tear gas on his chest here, with this giant size tear gas launcher in his hand. Let's run there quickly and see why they're running. Let's run there quickly and see. So you see the officers. They are in their long queue, making their way towards the roundabout at the ERWA Junction. See a long queue of police officers lining up here at the roundabout here at the ERWA Junction. Let's show you them. So here they are, all well attired, with their grenade launchers in their hands. Basically to provide security for the protest and not necessarily to but again yes, so folks, yes, here at the ERWA Junction you're seeing police officers already gearing up, or as you notice from what we've been showing you, that a huge number of them. Obviously there might be more on their way, we don't know yet, but yes, the officers are getting prepared to provide security for basic junctions where there are activities ongoing. So just to bring you up to speed today, the Stand group is holding a major what appears to be a major protest across the city. So they're making their rounds here at the roundabout of ERWA Junction, gearing up for their protest. So wherever you're watching from. I don't know how this particular tactical move can be considered, but they're just making their rounds like a merry-go-round here at the LNP junction. Now they'll come to a standstill and then face the Robertsfield Highway portion. We see what looks like a supervisor here. And now he's asking the rest of the officers to stay here at this junction while the rest of them can make their way back into the vehicle and they can head for another location. So that, I mean, this is what it's going to be, what we are anticipating throughout the day. It's not a violent protest, but if you can notice from the way these officers look prepared, obviously, I mean, for the police should be providing security for the protesters to guide them through the process and ensure things do not go the other way around. So that's it, folks. We just want to follow through and show you the activities. Masami, you want to tell us what you've observed so far since we arrived? I mean, we started from the 540 junction and we're eventually here at the LNP junction.
So thank you, Anthony. So we are here this morning bringing you this live coverage of this December 17th protest. So I'm here with my colleagues Anthony Williams and Damar Fofana. So like you saw earlier, we drive behind the Liberia National Police from 540 Ministerial Complex, and now we are around the LNP junction, now facing the Aroa Highway. So Anthony, a lot of people want to know what is the meaning of STEAM?
Yes, according to the founder, STEM, it's a human rights group, but again, STEM has also been into holding several protests. So far, basically, this is the second major one that they're holding, and according to them, they're doing this to hold government responsible, the whole government responsible. In fact, they're calling this one lead or leave. This particular
enough is
one,
enough.
This particular one, they're calling it lead or leave. The previous one was enough is enough. I mean, according to them, they're protesting for high cost of living. You know, the chairman will always speak about high cost of living, increment in prices, and you name it. So now we're seeing the officers, they're making their way back to their vehicle. Information, they are making their way back to their vehicles now. So it appears they will head for another location. Now we don't know if they will stay static. We don't know if they will stay static at each of these locations. But what it looks like is they're just touring. You know, they're just visiting or checking in on major junctions, and then they'll board their vehicles again and make their way back to other locations. So let's board our vehicle quickly. Let's board our vehicle quickly and make our way behind them and bring you the actions, folks. So yes, so everyone is now boarding their vehicles. The officers are getting back on board. It appears they're headed for another location. So we'll follow them, folks. We'll follow them. Just show you the action. We've not seen any protesters so far. So someone may say this is meant to scare the protesters, but I mean, this is what the police do. This is their job. Well, I don't know, but that's it. We're just here to show you the action. You can leave your comments and tell us what you think this is. But what you also make of the reasons or the reason the group is protesting. Stan, what do you make of that? They claim they're protesting for high cost of living. Increment prices and all of that. Are these issues that you can point to? Are these real? Is it really happening? Are prices on the rise? We are not politicians. We can't say what that might be or what it is. But I mean, come to think of it, this is why the stand is is protesting for today. So we're going along the Ralphie Highway now. Just leaving the EFW junction, so we're heading towards the Ralphie Inn. We're heading towards the Ralphie Inn. You may call this maybe a show of force. Yes, you might want to call it that, a show of force. The police also during protestation have to show their might and let the protesters know that they have grip over the situation themselves. So until the intention of the protesters can be known, the police will keep it, obviously keep it peaceful from the onset. No one hopes that the protesters can get violent. We're not hoping. The previous protest that was held by this same very group stand was peacefully held. They paraded the streets, they were guided, protected by the police, and they visited the various, assembly points, made their way up the Capitol. Except now, for what it looks like today, the Capitol has been barricaded completely, so you can't just make your way there up Capitol Hill. You can't just make your way up Capitol Hill just like that, especially with the way the police have barricaded the place. In fact, if you're on your way to town now, I think a lot of people now will be using the Jalatown Inn. They're using the Jalatown Inn because the police have barricaded the road that leads to the Capitol, so you can't just go up Capitol Hill easily like that. Come to think of it, the executive mansion is there, the Capitol building, that's the seat of the government. So normally that's how I think in other countries, I don't know about you, but in other countries to access places where there are government facilities, there are lots of security. But Liberia being a peaceful country, you can drive before the mansion, you can walk before the mansion. There is not much security presence. But unless on days like this, yes, that's when the police get to tighten up their belts, tighten up security, and yes, you will not just access the Capitol just like that, because there is protestation ongoing. You don't know the intention of the protesters, or you don't know how things might end out eventually. Of course, I keep emphasizing that the previous protest that stand out or held was peaceful, relatively peaceful. There were no instances of police brutality, throwing of tear gas. In time past, we've had instances like that for other protests. I remember I was at the headquarters of the former ruling CDC. Police went to do a drug raid in the back of the party headquarters. According to the story, things eventually got messy. Police and partisans started throwing stones. Police started throwing tear gas, moved into the headquarters, dislodged partisans out of their own headquarters, and yes. So we're not hoping a situation of that nature will transpire today. We're driving along the Ralphie Highway, still moving with the police convoy, so my colleague Masami might read some of your comments. We appreciate it if you keep it respectful. Just tell us your view. What do you make of this? And do you agree with the reasons why Stan is protesting, or Stan intends to protest? Just leave your comment in the comment section. My colleague will read some of your comments out. So as we drive on, we're somewhere here along the ELW area, almost at the ELW hospital. So, Masami, you care to read some of the comments?
So thank you, Anthony. So for those of you who just joining, I would like to say thanks for joining, thanks for following this live broadcast. We are now around the RI Highway behind the Liberia National Police. So let's now go to the comment section. So Tara Clifford said, we are looking for Christmas. So Tara, Mateda H. Boko said, JNB, God will bless you. Thanks so kindly, Mateda. So Morris and Grace said, Tara Griffith show. Sekou Dukli said, JNB 12 years all the way. Well-one said, our people are suffering, man. Archie Pakistan said, this guy a bunch of lotters. Another person said, thank you, JMB for Liberia. Abu Bakar so said, JMB, Emmanuel Oti is watching. Thanks for watching. Samuel Roland is watching. Thanks for watching, Samuel. Edward L. Scott said GNB Scroll. Thanks so kindly, Edward. Chelsea Brandon is watching. Chelsea Brandon, thanks so kindly. Juma Kejala is watching. Juma, thanks for watching. Solomon King is watching. Solomon, thanks for watching. Jimmy Gray is watching from one more time. Jimmy, thanks for watching. Williams Hall said the government is very Cyrus and Copper is watching.
Yeah,
thanks so kindly. Yeah.
That's
It's
why
not.
I've mentioned that it's not wrong for you to protest, but we will appreciate if you keep it respectful.
Very respectful.
Yeah.
So Emmanuel Z is watching. Emmanuel, thanks for watching. Morris and Grace and no Christmas ma for Molu. So J. Duyan Harris let them protest. Prince Sanobet me said don't be news by those guys. Emmanuel Oti is watching. Thanks for watching again, Emmanuel. Sangari Ibrahim, my LB, good morning. Good morning, Sangari. Michael Barry say thank you for the information. So thanks for calling. So keep your comments coming.
So yes, we've just passed the ELW hospital. We're heading towards the rehab inn already.
So keep your comments coming. Keep your comments coming. Alex G. Queen Senior said good morning. I'm watching you from Mount Barclay, Nima United Junction. Thanks for calling, Alex. Eric is watching. Thanks for watching, Eric. David Joseph said keep the good job, LBS. Thanks so kindly, David. Charles B. Colley is watching. Thanks so kindly, Charles B. Yuma Fire said watching from Capitol Hill. Thanks so kindly, Yuma. Ibrahim Colley said the best president of our time. Fred King said Molu is a Kush master. So keep your comments coming. Morris Benson said JMB best president. Thanks so kindly. Samuel Rowland is watching. Charles Branda said those guys are no longer getting free money because you have to work for your salary.
I guess that one is for us, yeah?
Yeah.
Very interesting.
We are not getting free money because we have to work for our salary. So keep your comments coming.
So while we continue, Masami, I just want to remind those watching that as we drive on, we are still yet to see protesters gathering. We don't know. Maybe eventually as we move on, we might see some of the protesters gathering. The intent of the police is not to disperse the protesters, but to guide them in the process. So we're just going around with the police to show you. But literally, we have not seen any protesters, and everything is relatively calm for now, from what we're looking at.
And now it's after 10, and we are not seeing any protester. Yeah. So let's now go back to the comment section. Freeman Tunasi, I'm watching from a Cardwell resident. Thanks so kindly, Freeman. Spark Dolly said the best president ever in the history of Liberia, JNB. Santo Buma is watching. Thanks so kindly, Santo. Sim Jackson said our great leader, JNB. Veronica Moba said good morning. I'm watching from.
So,
thanks so kindly.
Where we are currently is at the rehab junction. And as you can see, these officers are driving, branching in towards the route that leads to the president's residence, probably to also secure that environment. Well, we don't know yet what their intent is and how they do their, but basically they're driving towards the residence of the president. We see few officers deployed here at the junction. At the president's residence. There is another one here.
And now we are not seeing any protester. We are not seeing any protester.
So there are several.
Another one is here as well.
Two right here. So yes, but usually there aren't officers at this junction. So maybe because of this, protecting the president's environment, it becomes paramount. Yeah, so you don't know the intent of the protesters. Liberia has a history of very unpleasant protests. We all know the historic riot that eventually, I can say sparked, long-term conflicts. that Liberia still is rebuilding today, out of that encounter. But that's behind us. That was in history.
That's in the past.
Yeah, so definitely. So, but again, you all know the history of protests across the country on several instances. So we don't know. We're not hoping that this one turns out,
sure.
any of that nature. Obviously, sure.
And so the LNP is making sure to protect life and property today, as we all know that that's a right and duty to protect life and property.
Sure, definitely. I mean, in fact, the LNP have upgraded their slogan or motto. It used to be to protect life and property. Right now is to serve and protect. So providing service or serving the country, and at the same time protecting. So we're already here at the president's residence, as you can see, the entry right there. But the convoy is just maybe driving in the environment and passing through, or probably sweeping through. We are seeing officers of the Executive Protection Service deployed here at the front of the president's residence. We are seeing officers also from the police getting on board these vehicles. So, but it appears the president is about to depart his residence. So, I'm seeing the officers from the Executive Protection Service running to board their vehicles. It looks like the convoy is kind of staging to depart. So, probably our convoy, or the one we are on, is just driving through.
Driving through, yeah.
Yeah. So we're just driving through, right by the residence of the president. Yes.
So keep your comments coming.
Easy. So we're just making a wraparound of the president compound past the front. We are in the back gate now, and then we're using the back road that leads towards the deeper road end. So yes, we're just driving through the back. This is the president's residence. As you can see, the barbed wires. You see at the back gate, Executive Protection Service officers, PS officers at the gate. So we drive on, folks. We drive on. So I think we just make a little wrap around, around the compound, and we're driving on.
Anthony, you seem to be popular in this Riha community.
Well, let's just do our work. Yeah, and you're noticing a lot of the officers trying to wave at me. I'm always in the convoy, so a lot of the Executive Protection officers kind of a little familiar with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's now go back to the comment section. Francis told Moluba Molo has served a political party chairman for CDC and said his government failed. And said that his government failed, liberating people, and him telling us that the president should lead or leave. Is Molu serious in this country?
Yeah, that's the political part about it. You will see some huge political comments in there. We just got to keep it, keep the sanity of this broadcast. We want to make sure we don't read out any comments that will spell chaos, as we drive on.
So, Francis the blogger said, when they were enjoying, we was not part. So today we are not coming to protest.
Well. That could be another question for those. Yeah. Do you intend to join the protest? Are you coming out? Are you? The lady is interesting to say, why are you in our neighborhood? Yeah. Of course, I mean, the question, people will raise concerns. The police don't usually, patrol neighborhoods with this huge convoy. So, yes, they are concerned. Why are they in our neighborhood?
So, Obadiah said, under the leadership of JMB, Liberia will never be the same. Trust me. Congratulations to the responsible government of the Republic of Liberia. I'm proud these days to be called Liberian. So currently Obadiah, Prince Colley said, okay. So keep your comments coming. If you are just joining, would like to say thanks for joining. Please share this live broadcast today.
And also, we've left the president's residence, and where we are just in the neighborhood here, along the rehab neighborhood, and we've not seen the presence of protesters so far. There's nothing of that nature yet as we drive home.
So a lot of people want to know the meaning of staying. So staying for the solidarity and trust for a new day.
Yes, that's more about Molu's, according to him, human rights group.
Okay.
Yes, let's just drive on. I mean, we'll just drive on. Wherever the police takes us today, that's where we go. We're assigned to them.
Yeah, with them today.
Yeah, we obviously assigned to them. So we're still in the rehab end, just driving around. Eventually, we'll make our way back to the main road along the Riverfield Highway. Yes. So several locations we visited so far since the police started making their rounds. We were at the first, of course, they came from town. We didn't join them from town, from their headquarters. That's where they assembled, but we didn't follow them. We didn't go that far. We awaited them. They met us at the Boulevard, not Boulevard,
540.
540 junction, and then eventually we drove at Boulevard. We were hoping they would be dropping officers along, but they aren't doing that. I think they're just making their rounds. You know, someone might call it a show of force. But again, yes, we're in the rehab end and drove around the president's residence. So making our way back at the main junction itself, the main road in fact, the Riverfield Highway. We don't know where we will head next, so yes, we'll move on, Masami. Yeah, you gotta hold on to something. So yes, we're just making our way right back at the RI Highway, right at the we will kind of walk somewhere around the ELWA hospital area.
So I think I'll go back to the comment section. Edward Willie is watching. Edward, thanks for watching. Prince Alison Tabu is watching. Prince, thanks for watching. Greatest Devin Hector said JMB 12 year. So Panto said how many bags of rice Molu distributed to each protester house this morning. So we don't know about that. So Siligi M. Kurma is watching. Siligi, thanks for watching. Johnson is watching. Thanks for watching.
You know, another thing I wanted to say, Masami, I think you've noticed a lot of people keep asking us what's going on, like what's happening. And it all occurs to me that even the very protest itself, there are a lot of folks who aren't aware that there is a planned protest. So folks are concerned, seeing if the police in this number, this huge convoy in their neighborhoods, they're kind of like, what's going on? Yes, it's obvious. Some of these political discussions that go on around the city, there are some places where folks are not even, people are moving on with their normal activities. They obviously are not informed about, you know, a planned protest or something of that nature. So it appears once we were at the Stain headquarters, we saw folks coming out of the bus. There was a bus parked before the Stain headquarters, and there were folks parked getting out of the bus and things. So it appears Stain itself will have to be transporting protesters. You know, that's what it appears. I'm not trying to be, you know, cheeky respectfully, but I think if this is something that is worth doing, yeah, I think people should willingly,
Yeah.
come out and join it.
Transport themselves.
Yes, come out and join it. If this is something that is worth doing, people should willingly come out and okay, I don't have a problem if you want to transport your protesters also, which is a nice way of getting the concerned people to wherever you want to assemble. But again, if it really hits hard, if it really that concerning, you wouldn't have to go pick Liberians off from their homes.
Their homes.
Yeah, trust me. If it's really that concerning for the Liberian people to protest against their government, you wouldn't have to go grab them from their homes.
They will come out in their numbers.
That's something that it's kind of opinionated. I'm just trying to put out an opinion out there, just to say.
So now we are not driving back the ELB route, going back to ELB Junction. So once again, if you are just joining us, I would like to say welcome to this live broadcast. We are coming to you live around the ELWA, headed back to ELWA Junction. So let's now go back to the comment section. Daniel G. Zhao is watching. Daniel, thanks for watching. Sebastian G. Bruce said one of the best presidents in Liberia history, Jane B. and JKK. Matthew said, I'm watching from Green Cape County, Enjoy. Matthew, thanks for watching. Louis is watching. Louis, thanks for watching. So Diamond Greenfield said, thanks for the live broadcast, watching from Harbor, Maryland County. Joseph Morris said, thank you for the update. Joseph, thanks so kindly. Stephen and Barbara said, watching from Greater Indian. Aaron said, I'm watching live from Ganta, Nema County. Benjamin is watching. Benjamin, thanks for watching. Abraham said, watching from Yekepa. Abraham, thanks for watching. Sir David said, I'm watching from Pipeline Community. Charles B. Colley said, God bless our nation. Dukely said, thanks guy for giving us the opportunity to see most parts of the city. Aliu Sako said, thank you for the update. Aliu, thanks so kindly. So keep your comments coming.
So yeah, we just had an additional 2 pickups joining the convoy.
2 police pickup, right?
Yeah, joining the convoy. So the convoy now has increased from I think about 7 to 8 or 10 vehicles now.
So let's now go back to the comment section. So keep your comments coming for recognition. So Brunel said, thanks for the live broadcast, watching from Buchanan. Patricia Wallace is watching. Patricia, thanks for watching. So keep your comments coming. So Samson Mazuri said, my favorite reporter Anthony Williams, I want you for single. Samson Mazuri.
Oh, thank you, Samson. But Samson, leave your comment. Tell us what you make of this. Do you think Liberians should come out and protest for what appears like an organized protest by a human rights group, of course headed by a former chairperson of the former ruling party, who is obviously a politician? And, I keep stressing this point, Masiami. What I think is, if there are pressing issues that are touching Liberians, sometimes I don't want to think it should be coming from politicians. I don't want to think it should be, because it will still boils down to it being orchestrated because of their own political accreditment, let me, or for political reasons. Because someone may say that these protests are being organized because these politicians want to keep themselves busy. They want to still stay into active politics. How do they get to do that? To maybe do what they call keeping the pressure on government, holding government to accountability, and all of that. So I mean, yes, I don't have a problem with a former politician having a human rights group. Yes, but I also have not seen that stand pointing out some of the human rights violations, that were aligned with the intent of the entity itself, the organization itself. What are some of the human rights violations that you are protesting for? So we expect to see some of them because protesters usually hold placards, flyers and all of that. So we are hoping to see some of the human rights accusations, that the protesters have. We're hoping to see some of them.
So also, Anthony, someone wants to know. Aaron Massacre is asking, is this a human rights group or a political party on the cover?
Fine. So other people will have that perception that because it's headed by politicians, it can be considered a group hiding under the banner of being a human rights group, but at the same time has a political intention. That's another opinion. I mean, you can say that. Someone also, I mean, that's exactly what the person is saying, but that's their opinion. So we're back at ELW Junction where we were previously. Let's see where we're headed now. It appears we're going to town because I've seen the convoy making a wrap around the roundabout. But let's follow through and see.
So, like my colleague Anthony's head, we are now around the ELW Junction. So let's now go back to the comment section. So keep your comments coming. Keep your comments coming. Prince Benedict is saying to you guys for the live. I'm watching from Duazon Highway. So Louis Smith is watching. Louis, thanks for watching. Thomas said watching from Kakatar. Or Haja Kamarasi, I'm watching from Accra, Ghana. So thanks so kindly. Kadu said Liberia will never be the same.
Someone said, is this ELBC or LBS? That's interesting, but so if you're intentional about what you're asking about, ELBC is a component of LBS. So LBS is the umbrella entity that has ELBC as a component. LNBC is LNTV is a component. Metro is a component. So LBS is the umbrella entity that has these sub components or sub entities beneath it. I hope that helps.
So Archie Packaging says, so I go protest for the reduction in the price of rice and gasoline or the stable electricity to reduce in transportation price. That's stupid. JMB lead we move. So Marvin Kobo is watching. Marvin, thanks for watching. Thanks for your comment. Edward Jusu Soko said, point of correction, Mr. Williams, sin is more political than advocacy. Let's Molu say whether he's back or what. So Anthony Samson said, for me, I think it's legal for citizens to gather on Article 1 and 15 of our Constitution. But the messenger of the message is my problem. These are the very people who had their time for 6 years, abused power, and violated every portion of our Constitution. And unfortunately, that these people are being seen as liberator today.
Yes.
What do you make of his comment?
What I make of his comment is the same very point we were striking, you and myself. Obviously, like I said, the former chairperson of the former ruling party, even before becoming a chairperson of the ruling party, the former ruling party, Mr. Moba Mulu has been into active politics for ages. I remember during the era of former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, Mr. Moba Mulu was arrested on several occasions. On several occasions, Mr. Moba Mulu has been arrested. I still do remember at some point in time, former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was like, okay, you can kindly get him out. We don't necessarily see, what's, hold against him and all of that. I think on 3 to 4, 5 occasions, Moba Molu have been, arrested by former ruling establishments and all of that. And so coming back, having the opportunity to serve, as a ruling government, and then once you've left power, you've returned. Instead, yes, you will say he has returned to active politics but also returning to active politics not in the form of joining the opposition political establishment, but forming an entity labeled, a human rights group, but always holding protests that have political establishments or political entities pledging support. Come to think of it, folks in the opposition will always look for the loopholes, to pledge their support. So yes, these are some of the reasons why people think the head of the planner of the protest should not be taken serious. That's the opinion of a lot of people. But it's not up to us to determine or say who the planner of the protest should be or what he should do. Yeah, I mean, those are just opinions of those who are watching. They have the right to leave their opinion. He is right. Liberians have got constitutional rights to gather, and protest, put their grievances before government. Apart from this protest of this nature, there have been several protests. I mean, currently, the folks at the Liberia News Agency have been, protesting at the Ministry of Information. There are folks who have been protesting. Employees have been protesting at the Ministry of Transport. There are several entities where...
Even yesterday at the Capitol building.
Fine, definitely. One could say those type of protests, of course, there are burning issues that these staffers have, and they have to raise them, before government and all of that. Then there are the kind of protests that look like they are politically influenced, by politicians.
So we are still here. Keep your comments coming. We're not driving back. I don't know whether we are driving back to town.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. So we are somewhere around the STIN headquarters.
Yeah, this is the headquarters of STIN. There was a fire incident here recently, and the founder accused government of being behind the fire incident. Though there hasn't been any active investigation that has been concluded yet as to what caused the fire. There might be one ongoing. We don't know if one has been launched. But yes, we've just passed the STIN headquarters.
So once again, if you are just joining us, I would like to say welcome. Welcome to this live broadcast. I'm here with my colleagues Anthony Williams and Damara Fofana. So my name is Masiame Conner. We'll bring you full coverage of this plain December 17th protest today.
Yes, I want to ask Damara, we are almost at the place we started from, Damara. We were at the 540 junction. That's where we started from. Since we've been touring, what have you noticed? What has changed so far? Have you noticed anything like protesters? Anything has changed since we started?
Well, Anthony here and myself know we're in a convoy with the police. The city is still calm, and we just passed by the headquarters of the stand. Their headquarters is still empty. You can't even see any sign of protest. But from the police, their duty is to protect citizens, whether you are against or you are not against. So even the protests start today, they will be protected. And so from the beginning, from the EJS, we saw they came with the convoy to deploy their officers, and then we went to the EAW junction. They deployed. We went and passed around the president's residence, and we are back right in front of the EJS ministerial complex. But the stands are saying that their protest today is because police are telling them that the executive mansion is not a place to protest. Yeah. So they are saying that no, they have the right to go there and protest. So that is why the police has come about this morning to deploy officers to keep the city protected and secure. So, but yet we still wait to see how the day ends because we don't know their plans.
Yeah.
Maybe they planning to come out later by the day. But for now, I think it's almost going to 11 or 12. But we see no sign of protest since we've been here.
So thanks for currently Damar.
So yes, I mean, she's right. Since we've been driving, we've not seen any sign of protesters. Basically, still here along the Tottenham Boulevard heading towards town. There are no signs. Construction work ongoing. Speaking about development. But we're now making our way to town, Masiami. Let's see how it goes. We'll be at the Oro Junction. Catholic Junction is another place where we are expecting protesters to gather. But let's get there first and see, show you the scenery. But so far, we have not seen any group of people gathering anywhere. Nothing of that nature since we started. But we're driving on anyway. We're driving on, and then one of the vehicles has left behind. It has officers in it. They will deploy. So I think as we move on now, they are doing their deployment already from what it looks like.
So nice, you can see the street is very clear. We are now seeing any sign of any protesters. Normally people are protesting, Anthony, you will see them with placards, a lot of things, wearing all black, dressed up in their black and that of. So let's now go back to the comment section. So Nathaniel Jab O'Brien said, even if JMB and JKK don't want to go back for 2029 and 2035 election, we will force them to go back because they cannot leave our country in the hands of those criminals again.
Yep. Well, so that's it, Masami. I understand you're carried away by reading the comments, but we have to keep it careful with the kind of words that are being used in the comment section by those who are commenting. It's not wrong to read your comments, but there are certain words we will not read out. So we got to keep it professional and probably go over the comment before you read it out, so we don't use those words.
So thanks for currently Anthony. Adolfo Tigre said, thanks to LNTV for keeping us informed. Thanks JMB. So Frank Tokpa is watching. Frank Tokpa, thanks for watching. Daniel is watching. Daniel, thanks for watching. Daniel, thanks for watching. So Salif Musa is watching. Salif, thanks for watching. So Jerry said, good morning. I'm following from Rehefi, Brovi. So thanks for kindly Salif. Alex Bona is watching. Morris Gray is watching. So keep your comments coming. Michael is watching. Michael, thanks for watching. So there are certain comments here I won't be able to read. Yeah.
So I mean, the streets are very busy with police officers. You know, you just saw another vehicle coming from the opposite direction with officers full in it, just past us. So. So we have just been told that the president's convoy is heading to town. Like I told you, we're gearing up. We saw the officers. So we are at the Cali Junction, Masami, and we didn't see any sign of protest.
Any sign of protest, but the place is very, very clear. Very clear. And now we are now going towards the Old Road Junction.
So yes, the president's convoy is also right behind us. He's headed towards town. So folks, as we drive on, we are not seeing any sign of protesters. No sign of protesters, but we're still driving towards town. We're in the Congo Town area here along the Williams D.S. Tottenham Boulevard, still making our way to town, and there are no sign of protesters so far. There's no sign of protesters so far as we drive on. A huge presence of police, Masami. There are police vehicles going back and forth the Tottenham Boulevard. Since we got here, there have been up to 10 police cars that have passed us, that have gone back in the opposite direction. Yeah, I mean, yes. So we're here at the Lone Star Cell MTN, right opposite the former headquarters. So just to show you, this is the former headquarters of the CDC. This is where Mr. Moba Molu, the now head of STEM, once served as chairperson as the former headquarters of the ruling establishment. We're at the Oro Junction, somewhere around the Invincible Sports Park. This is another place where we are hoping that protesters would have gathered, but if you look here, there is nothing of that nature. It's almost around, I don't know, past 11, I guess.
No, the time is 10:32.
All right, 10:32 so far. So probably maybe in the afternoon hours, who knows, we might start seeing some signs of protesters. It's a long day, so it's a long day. But someone may say, if the protest is that huge and it has that significance attached to it, we would have started seeing protesters by now. But the day is still long, so you can't determine. We are at Famuma. If you know Famuma Junction, let's see what it's going to look like there also. Let's go there. So yes, Famuma is literally the same. This is Famuma for you folks. This is Famuma for you. It's empty. There are no protesters. There are no protesters at Famuma.
We are now driving towards town. We are somewhere around JFK. We just passed from my junction. So we are now going towards town. So keep your comments coming. For those of you who have been following, I would like to say thanks for following this live broadcast. Thanks for watching. We would like to encourage you to please like and share this would like to encourage you, but now the street is very clear. We are not seeing any momentum. We are not seeing any protester. Yeah, we are on 20th Street now. We are not seeing any protester. Yeah.
And Masami, don't forget to mention that people are still moving on with their normal activities.
Yeah, normal activities. People are now selling on the street. People are now carrying on their normal routine. Yeah. And the street is very, very clear. The street is very clear. People are now going to work, going to like rural business area, going to school, and other things. And the time is now 10:35. Anthony, maybe they are waiting for midday, or maybe something around 12 to 1 late the afternoon.
Well, we can't determine for them. So yes, we'll now head to town. Two vehicles have also left the convoy, and if we're going along the Sinkhor area, I guess they're going to deploy it in that part of the city.
Yeah.
So yes, let's head for town.
So we are now headed to town. We are still around the single bell. We are not seeing any momentum. We are not seeing any protest or
We are at the famous 12th Street area. It is also there's literally no one here, or what looks like protesters.
People are carrying on their normal businesses, their normal routine, boarding car to go to work, going to school. What's the breeze? So we are somewhere around the NEC headquarters on 9th Street, around the single bell headed toward town.
Yes, I mean, very soon we'll be up Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
I mean, but that place has been barricaded, obviously.
Yeah. From this morning, from 6 a.m. this morning. So I'd like to encourage you to please share the live. Please encourage someone to watch along with you.
And I also want to mention that as we drive through Cinco, obviously I just want to mention that Monrovia is such a beautiful place.
Very beautiful.
And it's fast developing in terms of infrastructural growth. Beautiful structures coming up along the road on a regular basis.
Indeed, Monrovia is really beautiful.
So we are at the Monrovia City Hall. We've just passed the One UN House, the Pan African Plaza. That was the new NOCAL headquarters.
And we are around the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Ministry of Foreign Affairs now headed towards town. So the place, people are carrying on their normal businesses. We are not seeing any protester here.
But we are up Capitol Hill already. And vehicles are still plying the road. Cars are moving freely. Cars are moving freely, though the police is directing the traffic. But we are here up Capitol Hill already, where we're seeing a lot of officers. We're also seeing the police water vehicle here. We're also seeing one fire truck right here. And then the executive mansion is just right next door. And we're only seeing officers from the Executive Protection Service and officers there who are saluting their superiors. And we also see officers from the Immigration Service. And the Executive Mansion compound is quite protected, heavily guided by police officers. We're making our way right here. I guess they're about to make a U-turn from what it looks like. But basically, we'll just park the vehicle and then show you the barricades right somewhere here at the front here
Of the Executive Mansion.
Yeah, so there is a barricade here. There are officers right here. There's a barricade. So I guess we're going to make a U-turn and then probably come back. There's
now around
at the Ministry of Information. So it's like the entire Capitol here has been barricaded. Those vehicles are going through. The officers are only guiding the process to make sure you have a business up here and then you can use this route. There's another barricade further down. So I guess we just go down. Then we can also tour the town and see what it looks like across the city. Protesters gearing up, people getting ready for the protest. Are you seeing anyone from stand holding banners and flyers? Is there anything of that nature? We're seeing police officers at every street corner. So yes, I mean, we just maybe drive through the city and
to observe and see what is going on in the city.
So just tell the folks where we are and what it looks like.
So we are somewhere around the UN Drive, touring the city to see how the city looks like this famous December 17th. As we all know that now people are carrying their normal businesses. People are now boarding cars to go to work, carrying their normal routine in the city. So as you can see, we are not seeing any protester. We are not seeing any momentum here today. So we are now on the Camp Johnson Road. Now on the Camp Johnson Road, touring the city of Monrovia, to show you how it's look like today. So we are now going towards Capitol Bypass. We are now going towards Capitol Bypass. So I'd like to encourage you to stay with us, sticking still with us as we bring you this full coverage of this famous December 17th plane protest. So we are now in the Capitol Bypass and around the famous Orange Liberia, going towards the capital. We are now going towards the capital.
And just to remind the folks, we've left State Police convoy up Capitol Hill at the mansion where they are positioned. So we just want to show you around the city what it looks like in other parts. Our activities being disrupted? No. Folks are going on with their normal activities. There's no disruption. There are no protesters, at least for now. And yes, just so you know what's going on.
So let's now read some comments. Stephen Flomo said, Monrovia is getting clean, beautiful day by day. Thanks so kindly, Stephen. Oscar said, I'm watching from Solo of West Point. Thanks so kindly, Oscar. So keep your comments coming. Mustafa said normal activities are ongoing. Yes, indeed, normal activities are ongoing. A lot of people are going to work. People are carrying on their normal routine. People are still going to school. So we are still here. So I'd like to encourage you to keep your comments coming. So this team is spearheaded by the Deputy Director General for New Media and Rebranding, Honorable D. Flomo. I am here with my colleagues Anthony Williams and that of Damara Fofana. So stick still with us as we tour the city of Monrovia. To bring you updates about this planned December 17 protest. So as you can see now, the street is very clear. We are now around the Liberia National Police Headquarters Center, and we are seeing some police officers here. They have been deployed right from the LNP headquarters. So the street is very clear, very clear.
No, but from what it looks like, I also don't want to believe that the intent of the protesters is to disrupt normal activities. They did not mention that in their communication. They've been granted authority to go ahead with their protest, except that they have been told to keep it peaceful and they should allow the police to go on to provide security and protection for the protesters. Probably submit their petition if they have any, and that's going to be it. So we're hoping to see if there's going to be a submission of what might look like a petition, probably later today, since we've not seen any sign of protesters.
So we are still here. So let's now go back to the comment section. Sarah's smart boy Jackson said the president is going to work now. Yes, he's going to work now. Egg2 said following you guys from Bon County, Banga City. So Nikki Dennis said one fine day I will be president in this country.
All the best, Mr. President.
Yeah, Mr. President to be. So keep your comments.
There is what looks like a huge traffic along the Capital Bypass area. Probably because of that barricade that has been placed by the police, so we can't determine.
So now we are around the Capital Bypass, or now we are being stuck in traffic. So once again, if you are just joining us, I would like to say welcome to this live broadcast. So Jacobs says, what are they protesting for? Anthony, care to answer that question?
I'm not from Stan, by the way, but in some of the press conferences they held, the chairman, according to him, high cost of living, he spelled out several issues, you know. Yes, he mentioned issues like corruption, high cost of living. Those are some of the things that he pointed out. But it's not up to us to determine if any of these are true or not. and at the same time, Liberians have the right to protest.
And he mentioned demanding for political accountability as well.
Sure.
Call for good governance and rule of law as well. So we are still here. We are still here. We have been stuck in traffic. I think it is because of
the president is going to work. He's passing, so.
Wow.
So now, as you can see, the street is very clear. We are not seeing any protester. The street is very clear. The street is very clear.
So if you notice, a lot of the vehicles are branching out from the compound of the University of Liberia. Using it as a back road to get on the main road because the actual Capitol building route has been barricaded. But I think we can drive on now, or we'll obviously park here along the road.
So we'll just park here. We are now on the Capitol Hill, but we are not seeing any protester yet. The place is very clear, and police are being deployed all over, as you can see. So if you are just joining again, we'd like to say thanks for joining to this live broadcast. Please like and share this live coverage. So once again, my name is Masiami Koni, and I'm here with my colleague Anthony Williams and Amara Fofana. So keep your comments coming. Keep your comments coming. So as you can see, the place is very clear. There are no protesters here today. So the time is 11. We are still here, so I'd like to encourage you to stick and stay with us. Stick and stay with us as to bring you full coverage of this lane protest. So police have been deployed. Police have been deployed all over here.
So we want to see if we can talk to a few persons who are standing by, who are willing to talk to us, provided if they're willing. How are you, sir? How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Huh?
I'm a media person.
So we won't be talking to people, but let's just show you. You don't have to go there now. Let's just show you what the environment looks like. We're seeing officers across the road here.
Blood here, as you can see. Officers have been deployed here. The time is 11. We are not seeing any protester. The place is very clear. Yeah. The place is very clear. Officers have been deployed at the mansion, Capitol building. So we are now here, right around the University of Liberia. So once again, I'd like to encourage you to stick and stay with us as to bring you full coverage of this plain protest here today. So keep following as we tour this place.
So yes, Masami, just kindly just show the officers gearing up or probably going back to their positions. But basically, this is what it looks like currently. There's no action here up the Capitol Hill area. We've not seen the gathering of any protesters. So yes, basically you can just come this way. So Masami, we can now conclude this particular portion of the coverage. Since we started this morning, we were at the 540 area where the police met us, and then they were deploying officers. So we drove along with them, went as far as Rehab, and came back here up Capitol Hill. So basically there's nothing happening here. We're not seeing protesters, we're just seeing officers protecting the executive mansion, the Capitol, the entire Capitol bypass. So we'll just bring this one in quickly. We'll rejoin if the need arrives. But thanks for watching. My name is Anthony Williams. Damora is on camera, and
Masiame Kone.
Confused criminals.